You should eat junk food if you want to lose fat and keep it off for good. Controversial statement, but I want you to hear me out on this one because I'm convinced that allowing yourself to eat junk food will allow you to lose fat and keep it off for good. Now, before we begin, hit like, and if you're new here, hit subscribe and the bell to stay up to date with all things fat loss. Now, here's 3 reasons. 1, you're gonna eat junk food again. So one time I was on a cut myself and I thought that the easiest way for me to hit my macros would be to not eat any junk. Now, I was living in Soho in London at the time, and every day I'd walk past a donut shop called Crosstown, and those donuts really did play on my mind. But I resisted until after 3 months my cravings and appetite just snapped and I went into Crosstown and had my donut. But that sugary, doughy treat just awakened something in me. So that wasn't enough. And after that I went to Pret, had something else sweet. Then I went to a pop-up cream egg cafe that was in town at the time. Then a few other places. Basically in the space of 3 hours I probably ate 3,000 calories or even more. The lesson here is that there is no way, despite your best efforts, that you will not eat junk food again. So rather than completely restrict and then binge, just allow yourself a little treat or a little snack, little and often during the week. This is definitely going to help you stay sane and stay on track. Junk food will not harm your progress. Now, for fat loss, we're interested in getting into a calorie deficit. That is all we need to do. We don't need to cancel food groups and label foods as good or bad. The more we restrict, the more likelihood we have of stoking the flames of food obsession, anxiety, and disordered eating, which is not healthy. You can eat junk food on occasion and lose fat. So go ahead and enjoy yourself. Just make sure that you're focused on eating minimally processed whole foods most of the time. It's healthy. So I alluded to this in the last point, but when it comes to health, we're not just concerned with physical health, but also our mental health and relationships and social lives. Now, I remember this one time and I cringed thinking about this. I was doing the 4-hour body diet, and on this diet there's just so much restriction. In any case, my housemates organized a dinner at Meat Liquor, which was at the time one of the best burger restaurants in London and just a fun place to go and eat. But I had to be that guy who decided to eat a burger without a bun, have no alcohol, basically just feel like a boring numpty for the whole evening. And for what? All I have to show for it now is an anecdote where my social life was negatively affected and I couldn't enjoy myself with close friends. So to sum up, eat junk food. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, strength training, eating minimally processed whole foods most of the time, you're going to be just fine. And you're going to enjoy burgers as they should be eaten, with the bun and with a drink. Your friends are going to like you more too.